afternoon, good morning, good evening, anywhere you are watching WYTV. You welcome to another edition of News Review where we talk about the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. My name is Ahmed Abbas or Latuji, but you can call me Sidon J. And today, I have in the studio with me
Theosi Adeshino is my name.
Alright, I will do it on the show. I will look at the headlines and we go on a short commercial break, come back to talk more on the headlines. But the sponsor for this show is still Nokpa Abals, and you can as well be one of our sponsors. Today, I'll be starting with Punch newspaper. Federal government, US begin talk as official test copters wreckage. Minimum wage. Private sector states fault labor's push for 1 million naira. Mama Boko Haram. 2 others jailed for 40 million naira fraud. Access Holdings names Bolaji Agbede as acting CEO. Then on Vanguard newspaper, no seat for students in Delta Secondary School. Weeping Edo monarch recounts how subject raised his palace. Please trigger protest in Delta community. We don't want cattle ranches, IPOB to Southeast. Then on Daily Post newspaper, bandits abduct man, wives, destroy houses in Kaduna. Post AFCON, Super Eagles back to drawing board ahead of World Cup qualifier. Only true federalism can save Nigeria, Archbishop Adeleye. Oshiomhole has admitted Buhari was a failure, no longer their hero, Aisha Yesufu. These are the headlines that made up the newspapers of today. Let's go on a short commercial break. When we're back, we'll talk more on some of the headlines. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
When life breaks into the beautiful splendor of nature, and the kids can't just resist the temptation to explore to its zenith with the full assurance that the perfect backup is on the way for a perfect refilling. Nokpa, we always come to the rescue anytime, anywhere, any day, anyway, anyhow, round the clock. The family just can't get a better companion aside Nokpa. Nokpa Abba Mixture, the family's best bet.
With Nokpa, healthy living is guaranteed for me and my family.
Nokpa for management of power.
Welcome back from that short commercial break, and that's our sponsor, Nokpa Abals. The first headline of today that we're going to talk about is about these bandits that abduct man, wives, destroy houses in Kaduna. What do you have to say on this? Because
seriously, like these bandits of a thing, like it has been something that is now rampant in the country. Because I remember there was a news last week that these bandits, they kidnapped a newly wedded wife with her friends and also a bus driver, and now they are demanding for ransom. That if they should refuse to pay that money, they are going to give that bride to another husband.
Yeah, they will get married to the bride.
Yeah, they get married to the bride.
In the bush.
So,
yeah.
And the driver might be killed if they do not pay the money.
One of the abductee of Ekiti, one of the students made it known that they killed the driver of their school bus because he was talking, like he was trying to trying to protest for them there in the bush.
I think what I heard pertaining to that story was that they were asking him about his wife's phone number, and he said he doesn't know it offhand. And also the school teacher phone number, he said he doesn't know it. That was why they killed him. Well, that was the story I saw.
Whatever the case may be, what we want is just security, tight one in Nigeria, because seriously, now bandits can just come into people's house and abduct people to the bush. I don't understand, like it's the audacity.
We are not even saving our homes again.
I'm telling you. Well, Kaduna State witnessed another night of horror as armed bandits launched separate attacks, plunging Goda village and Daudawa neighborhood into tragedy. Reports indicate that on Sunday night, Goda village, situated near the Kofri local government border, became the epicenter of a vicious attack by armed assailants. Daily Post learned that the assault claimed the life of a villager, just as several houses, including the home of Sagil Goda, a vigilant community member, were set ablaze. It was like a nightmare, recounted a Goda resident. Gunshots, houses were on fire, We all ran for our lives. We lost a neighbor and many families are now without homes, he said. Now, you see what I'm talking about. These are government. I don't know, maybe they are happy seeing all these things happening. Now we are complaining about scarcity of food. There is hunger in Nigeria. There is no fuel.
There's economic hardship and everything.
You understand?
Everything is just hard and tight.
Even if I did not have food to eat, at least I should be able to sleep in my house.
Yes, sleep safely.
So now that bandits are now coming into the house to abduct people, how can I sleep? And these bandits, I don't understand them. Now you kidnap people that doesn't even have money. Their family is still trying to make a living like.
It's because the new people will provide the money they requested for.
But it is not every this thing banditry case that we get to hear in the news. Most of the people that was being kidnapped, like today now, some people may have been kidnapped and the news will not even come up. So what of people that are not in the news, that they are doing it on a low? It is not everybody that will have access to, trying to call people and all.
I think these bandits people, they have a leverage to, they have something to leverage on based on what former governor of Kaduna State has said earlier then, that it was that is a means of them getting money, kidnapping people to get money. Because there was a time like that, he made mention of that. And people were like, how would a governor say that kind of a thing? It means you are encouraging these bandits.
No,
so ever since that time that
them.
he said it, this kidnapping of a thing, it never stopped. It keeps growing higher.
Most of all these politicians are behind these people trying to kidnap because they are the ones sponsoring most of them. And it's happened. The one that happened in Ekiti, we are yet to know about people that they said the man they arrested that is sponsoring them is not sponsoring anybody, that they just want to spoil the name of the family and all. You see, this country, I don't know, everything is just is something else. Before you get to know if they should apprehend someone today, before you know, they've closed the case. You won't hear anything about it again. Well, Alhaji Saleh, a respected community member, bore the brunt of the assault as the criminals abducted him, along with his two wives, identified as Amina and Rabi. We heard gunshots around 1:30 a.m., shared the local witness. Later, we found out that Alhaji Saleh's house was ransacked, and they took him, his wives, and 3 of his cows. The source added, "We are terrified. These attacks are happening too often. We appeal to the authorities to swiftly apprehend these criminals and restore peace to our communities," expressed one resident. Now, people are really scared. There's nowhere to go. The only place that is safe in, let me say, is this southwest, because the cases of kidnapping and abducting, I think, is happening in the
north part.
No, it's not even in the rural areas in the southwest. But you see, in the north, it happens everywhere. Even in the Abuja township, things like this is happening, which our government did not even have anything to do about this. This is getting too much. I think our security agencies should bring about new strategies. Yes, new strategies to apprehend all this and stop all these banditry cases. Well, let's move on to the next one. No seat for students in Delta Secondary School. Many students of dilapidated Uweru Grammar School, Uweru Ugeli North Local Government Area, Delta State, do not have chairs to sit and learn in their classrooms in 21st century Nigeria.
Our government, what are they spending money on? If not on education sector, not even on agriculture sector, not on economic sector. So what are they using the money they are getting? What are they using it for?
There's a question I need to ask Nigerians. How do we get here? How do we get to this stage? Because I don't know. Why will a secondary school not have a seat for students to sit? What are the things that federal government is doing? Go, I want to know.
And you said this is a government school. So what's not the benefit for government school students?
Nigeria wanted to play final of AFCON with Cote d'Ivoire. We saw almost every government official flew to that country to watch the final. Do you know how much they use in doing that? And I don't know. We spend money on something that is unnecessary. Imagine students of a state. Most of them are sitting on the floor just to learn. Education has been valued it doesn't even have any value in Nigeria. Because
imagine such students, how will they concentrate to listen to what the teacher is passing to them?
We sit down on seats here, you never understand. Not to talk.
Unless of sitting on the floor.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, according to the news, when NDV visited the school, several classrooms lacked window shutters and chalkboards, while the staff room, principal's office, and other structures were in ridiculously rickety conditions. To me, I need to say this. You see, one of the things that I feel Nigerians should be doing is Fine, I know the economy is not working well, everything is hard, but let's try as much as possible to remember how will I put it, to remember how we started. Most of these schools, they should have all students associations. At least government is not going to do everything. All students association should at least try and come to the aid of the students of that school. Maybe it is just this set, maybe 1979 set, just provide lockers. Then year 2000 set, you can provide chalkboard. At least if you guys are doing it like that, the school will be standard. And we don't need to wait for government to come and be doing it, because they won't listen. They won't come. Either you put it in news or not. Or how do you say it?
Yes, this old student association that you mentioned, if they have come out to speak out for the students, truly, like, it would have been of help. But the thing is that, you know, we are dealing with federal government. We are talking about federal government here.
Yes.
If they want to assist the students, they shouldn't wait for people to start calling them before they would help. They should just render the help freely, because it is what they are supposed to do.
We know.
It is a government school.
Okay.
Because I could remember when I was in secondary school, I had to tell my parents that I need a chair. There's no chair for me to sit in class. So we went to a furniture man to make a chair for me, which I took to my class. So it is that chair I was using throughout my days.
You are talking something about you talked something about you talked about federal government knowing what they are supposed to do. Even with the fact that we are calling them, they still don't answer. So that means,
okay, what's now the essence of those old student association?
Thank you. What I'm trying to say is they coordinate themselves.
Okay.
They make sure they donate for the things to be done in that school. They don't wait for government. Have they even paid salary for teachers?
So why is it not a government school? If government is not ready to
That's what I'm
help.
saying. Like, let's forget about government. We are still part of the government too. That's why they said democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
That's if the government is doing the right thing for the people. That's when people also would want to support them in one way or the other.
But we know that
imagine
federal government,
our education system is lagging behind. Even the economic system, everything is lagging behind.
Well, the Odion ROD of Uweru Kingdom, HRM Simpson Obruche too, said he was in tears when the Old Boys Association of the school invited him in December last year during his 50th anniversary, adding, "What I saw was an eyesore. That was not a school, and there is no school there again." HRM Obruche said the principal's quarters, teachers' quarters, classrooms, library, and other facilities have been destroyed. And he used the occasion to call on the All Student Association of Uweru Grammar School to come to the rescue. Bringing the school back to standard was beyond the association. So, which means they've been trying, but they need
it is beyond
support.
their power.
Exactly.
They need federal government support.
Exactly. Well, he appealed to the governor, RT Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, and the Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education to look into Oweru's dilemma, saying that the people love education. I know RT Honorable Sheriff is a listening governor who has good intentions for all Deltans. I appeal to him on behalf of the Oweru people to help us bring back Uweru Grammar School to a satisfactory standard. The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Mrs. Rose Ezewu, did not respond to calls and messages sent to her mobile phone because she knows that they really need her and they need the government to intervene into the development of the school. Well, this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms on X, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatuji, but you can call me Sidonje. Thank you so much to you for joining on the show.
You're welcome.
I will see you again next time on the show. Be good and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.